Hi there, welcome back to another 5 on Fridays. My name is Jacob Hiddle. I am the exercise physiologist with the City of Columbus, working on behalf of the Benefits and Wellness team. In this week's episode, I speak with Malik Willoughby from the Columbus Recreation and Parks Department, and he is going to be talking about the Get Active fitness centers that are scattered throughout the city, and what kind of amenities and services and programs that you can take advantage of. And before we get into the interview with Malik, it'd be a huge help if you would just hit that subscribe button so we can continue to create content like this, and also so you get informed of when we post content. I hope you enjoy this interview as much as I did, so let's go chat with Malik.
Thanks, Malik, for joining me today. Happy to have you.
Jacob, thanks for having me. Happy to be here, and Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to you as well. Before we get started, Malik, can you tell me a little bit about your role here at the city?
I am the health and wellness manager for community recreation, and we have 20 Get Active fitness centers within our recreation centers, and we have close to 29 recreation centers. So we are pretty much covering for as much as you can cover Central Ohio with Get Active fitness centers. And so my job is to make sure there's an infusion of health and wellness, not only in our Get Active fitness centers, but also in our programs that we offer.
That's great. So Malik, what constitutes a Get Active fitness site? And tell me a little bit about some of the programs that you have available.
They are Get Active fitness sites, so they were designed for the communities that they serve. And some of those communities that they serve are exclusive, like, let's say, a Gilly. Gilly is one of our senior recreation centers. So the design of that particular Get Active fitness center is to fit the needs and the goals of our 50-plus active community for Gilly Recreation Center. However, the great thing about our 20 Get Active fitness centers is that they are designed whether or not you're a teenager and you're an athlete, or you're just being introduced to fitness, to people who are seasoned, and also to our older population as well, 50 plus and beyond.
That's great. So if I'm hearing you correctly, what's unique about the Get Active fitness sites, and also just the community centers in general, is it reflects the local community and the needs of the local community. Is that correct?
You are correct. Yes. So and because we tend to make sure that we are serving our communities, that we are making sure that they have a voice, we're listening to the needs that they have. And so even that goes into designs of everything from our playgrounds to our community centers, as well as our Get Active fitness centers.
That's great. That's what we're here for. We're here to serve the public. So that's
Absolutely.
Great that you're listening to the local community. That's great. So kind of pivoting a little bit, and I know there's going to be a lot of city employees watching this video. So how can a city employee take advantage of the Get Active fitness centers? Do they have to fill out certain paperwork? Can you explain that process?
The process is an ABC process. It's pretty easy. So one of the main things to consider is bringing in your city ID. So bringing in your city ID is all you really need. Once you bring in your city ID, you can then, of course, let any of our frontline staff know why you're there. And the great thing is it's free. So it's free for all city employees. So once they bring in their IDs, they will get checked in, and they will get a small card, a membership card, so that they can go to any of the recreation centers that are east, west, north, south, and central.
It's a pretty easy process, it sounds like.
It's a pretty easy process, yes.
Malik, are there any seasonal programs going on right now that folks can take advantage of, or programs that are coming down the pike, for example, the summer? Any programs that families or people can take advantage of?
Yes. So being in this very unique time that we're in, where we are over the past 2 years, we've been doing a whole lot of pivoting with our programs. But even with all the pivoting, we want to make sure that we create and sustain programs. So we have a lot of virtual programs as well as in-person programs that we have sustained. So as far as our fitness services are concerned, we have classes that are regularly offered throughout the season, lots of wellness programs for all levels and for all ages. We have cardio, we have walking, boxing, we have low impact programs, yoga, stretching, we have high impact programs, Zumba, HIIT, we have boot camp, teen weightlifting, and we also have some family programs like Parent and Me classes that also allow for parents and very young children to be active as well.
I think that last one is pretty important and really cool to hear, because kids are going to be watching and seeing what their parents do. So how important and how powerful is that? You go to a Get Active facility with your parent, and seeing them, be active and learning about, healthy nutrition. I think that's really important. So kudos to you guys to running programs like that.
Absolutely. And you were asking about what's upcoming. So this week, so the week that we're in, we're looking at registration. So we're looking at registration beginning. It's going to extend for 2 weeks this time around, just again because of the pivot for COVID. We are encouraging folks to register online, but we still do have some in-person registration, but highly encouraging folks to register online. You also asked about what's coming up, and you asked about summer program. We have a fitness camp. Registration always happens in the spring, but we have a fitness camp for young folks ages 5 through 15. So we kind of spread it out just so that we can keep young people as active as possible. 2022, we have a lot of events coming up, a variety of events, and they're planned for all ages. We have walking events. We also have some fitness events that are competitive. And again, we are continuing to move forward with those dates, just because we know that we are in the height right now of a pandemic where there's a surge. So we're just trying to be mindful of our internal and our external customers.
So Malik, you mentioned that there is a new Get Active facility that's going to be opening up. Can you tell me a little bit about that new facility and when it's going to be open?
Yes. So Douglas Community Center, we plan on Douglas Community Center Get Active Fitness to be open sometime this spring. And Douglas Community Center is located in the South Linden Northeast community. And it's, again, we're expanding, and it's great to be able to expand so that people do not have to travel very far. For as much as we have parks, we want to try to expand the levels of travel, making sure that things are accessible, and the walkability so that people can get to these Get Active Fitness centers from their communities.
I love that. That's great. And very happy that there's a new center that's opening up. You mentioned that people are registering online. Where can people find out more information? Where can people find out that there's Get Active facilities located here in the city? They
can go to columbusrecparks.com. They can click on health and wellness, and they can navigate through those offerings in terms of our wellness programs, as well as the Get Active Fitness centers. You can actually click on to see where the nearest one is in your community.
Great. Malik, that is it. Thank you so much for chatting with me today. It was a pleasure chatting with you and getting to know you.
Jacob, thanks for having me on behalf of Columbus Recreation and Parks. We're looking to serve, and we're definitely looking to serve our own City of Columbus employees.
That's it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for watching. More information can be found in the description beneath this video. Also, if you have not had a chance to subscribe to our YouTube channel, that'd be really helpful if you do that now, so then you get informed of when we post content like this. And lastly, have a safe and healthy weekend, and we'll see you next week.